Welcome to our fourth webinar now called the Concrete Conversations. Today, I'm super excited. I'm really happy to have Laura Oxler join us. She is going to be representing soona, which is a company committed to helping brands like ours at Saltbox create quality content in the form of really high quality photos and videos. I'm super excited about some potential partnership things that we have forming along the way down the road that I think will benefit all of our members here at Saltbox. So a little more to come on that later. Some background on Laura. She has experience in content strategy and consumer research, and she likes to use both sides of her brain to solve problems and, drive creativity in this image-based world. So today she's inviting you guys to bring, well, not today, forever, inviting you to bring your products and service ideas to soona. They've got a fantastic crew. They have all the equipment and the props on hand to help make beautiful photos and videos, and they're super fast. They can get them back to you within a couple of days. So today she's going to help us learn the ins and outs of photo creation and marketing, and share a special Saltbox members only discount for soona services. So thank you so much, and take it away, Laura.
Thank you so much, Leslie. Yeah, Leslie hit on, we're excited to, this is kind of a V1, I think, of the Saltbox soona partnership. So I'm very excited to hop in here and share with you guys what we do. Oops. Okay, so my name's Laura. I am soona's customer loyalty lead. Leslie mentioned I have a content strategy background, spent many years at agencies, and I also worked on as an analyst on a kind of doing consumer behavior research. So I've done a lot of human behavior meets content strategy meets execution. So at soona, I help a lot with making sure our customers are happy and coming back. So we are soona. We are home of the real-time virtual photo shoot. So the entire point of this company is to make content creation accessible for brands of all sizes. We provide affordable photo and video, and after you order, we deliver it within 24 hours. So I'll dig into our virtual shoot. We have studios in three locations: Minneapolis, Denver, and Austin, continuing to grow. Atlanta's on the roadmap one day. So we're excited to share with you how this stuff works. So to kind of place us, in where we are in 2021, I want to think about how we shop in 2021. Obviously, things have changed a lot in the last year, and e-com content has really, all eyes are on e-com content, including your customers. So if you think about the way that we used to shop, we were really inspired by windows and displays and in-store experiences, the smell, the music that you hear. And one of our biggest challenges is bridging that into the virtual world. So e-com content, that product on white imagery, of course, that's going to work for everyone. But really at soona, what we're trying to do is bring people these inspiring feelings that they used to get when they were window shopping. So we help brands like yours bridge the gap between in-store and online. So where you used to be able to, speak with your customers face to face, how are you telling that story in your online presence? And that's, mostly of what our clients are using their content for. We actually, of course, offer all kinds of other content outside of the digital space. But this is really where our focus point is at the moment. So today's plan, so I'm going to burn through how soona works, how you as brands at Saltbox can use soona, identifying how to identify your content needs. So we'll go through a little workshop and then go over the Saltbox and soona perks. So from a very high level, this is how soona works. Everything, it's a self-serve platform. I'll click around and do a demo here in a minute, but everything happens within the soona platform. You create your photo or booking online. We'll walk through that. You ship us your product if you're local to our studios, which we do have an Austin studio. So if you are able to come in, you can actually bring your product and join your shoot in real life. Your first your first shipping label is free from soona. So super low barrier to book, get us your product. And that's basically all you have to do. Join us.
Laura,
oh yeah.
Good question. So if we're shipping, if one of our members wants to ship their product to you, you all provide the like packaging and all of that, or do we package it up and then just put the label on it?
Yeah, good question. So the free shipping label that we have is a USPS flat rate box. So however anybody wants to get their products to us works for us, dropping them off, shipping them through your own own ways, but we do offer a label.
Cool.
Yeah, great question. Join us while we capture your content. So I'll go through how our virtual shoot works. We have every single time we take a photo or video clip, it appears live in your platform to check out in real time and give feedback and collaborate with your soona crew. And then you can shop right away. We have a la carte pricing, $39 per photo, $93 per video clip. And when you order, we edit and deliver in 24 hours. So if you shipped us your product today, we get it on Friday. We can get you on the schedule within just a few days, and then you can walk away with content the next day. So each studio has full photo and video capabilities. We have Denver was our first studio, then we opened Minneapolis. Austin is our most recent one. And each studio has kind of different flavors and flares. The way that our studio or our system will route you is just by what studio has the most availability. So I'll share a little bit more about what is in each studio. For instance, Denver has a really nice big kitchen to shoot in. So if you're a food and bev brand, you might want to be routed there. So we can talk more a little bit about that.
Laura,
talking a little bit about our
Laura,
oh yeah,
sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, I love it.
Angela has a quick question for you.
Yes.
She actually typed it in the chat. If you want, are you able to see the chat?
I'm sure I am.
Here, I'll read it to you since you're sharing. She said, if my product needs to be steamed or ironed, would you be able to do that? And do you have models?
Ooh, good question. Yeah. So let me just actually hop right over into our pro service offerings. So actually, Angela, let me start here just so we're clear on exactly what it is that we offer, which is photos, video clips, and GIFs, as well as stop motion. And I have the chat or the questions now open so I can see the chat. I should have had that open before. All of our content includes standard editing, and then add-ons can be found on our menu. So for instance, if you wanted us to match an exact hex color of your brand or something, you can have that as an add-on. So because our pricing is a la carte, you only buy what you like. It gives you a ton of freedom during your shoot to try new things, test things out. You might have an idea in your head that you don't really like. You were like, I thought I wanted that on purple. I really don't like it. You're not obligated to buy it. So to Angela's questions about our pro service offering. So we do offer models, hand models, styling. So to your point, if your clothes need to be steamed or ironed, we ask that you add a stylist to your booking. So we have styling is great for anytime there's fresh ingredients, definitely for apparel. And then of course, for basically anything that has styling with props. So I can send more pricing info after this. We also offer prop shopping. So if you needed local ingredients or fresh flowers or something that you can't ship us, we can go buy those items for you. We also offer pet models. So this isn't even just for the pet category. Pets perform very well across all social platforms. So we've had a lot of fun with cats and dogs in the studio promoting products. And then hair and makeup. Yeah. Oh yeah. Pet models. I am always, the fact that I work somewhere where we have a pet model landing page is my favorite.
Love it.
So Angela, if you have more specific, oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Can you just explain a little more about the styling? Like when you would add that on and like what that means exactly? Cause in like my head, I'm like, oh, like every shoot needs to be styled. So
yeah. Good question. So our standard photo shoot. So when you create a booking, you basically just pay for your deposit down. So you pay $39. If you wanted scenes that were styled with props, basically the way that we think about it is anything that needs to be steamed or ironed would need a stylist. That way we actually coordinate somebody else on set who can prepare your items and then be there on the shoot to make sure that they're looking great on camera. Scenes like this that are more complex, and actually even this more kombucha scene where we're styling with fresh ingredients, that's where we would want a stylist added on. And I'll actually walk through our booking flow where I'll show you where you can book it. But more simple things. So for instance, this photo with a dog, and I can walk through some other examples of when you might need it and when you might not. But we highly recommend it, especially for food and bev brands. When you're styling with fresh ingredients, it is just worth its weight in gold to have that stylist on the shoot. Our standard photo shoot includes the photographer styling and making sure that things look great. But having that extra pair of hands is really helpful. Okay, so I'm going to go over just kind of some of our offerings. All of these things you can find in our inspiration section or on our menu. But of course, we have all kinds of e-com capabilities, product on white, we do it right, color backdrops and textures in all of our studios. So for instance, I'm looking here, the only one that I'm seeing that was really heavily styled is this laptop scene. So that would be the one where we would want to include styling. Golf Kicks, this is the brand I was just telling Leslie about, that we did some Amazon content for, but each studio has different textures and backdrops. So we share a lot of our content on the seamless colored backdrops, but we have a ton of different textures and opportunities for brands to really create original versions of the content that they're wanting to see. So lifestyle scenes possible. This is one of our most common questions. You know, there's a lot of studios out there that can snap photos on colorful backdrops, but our studios each are equipped with different lifestyle scenes that are possible. So each studio has the capability of building out a bedroom scene. Another place where we would ask to have a stylist and make sure that somebody's there to set up that bed, make sure it looks great. We have a kitchen in each of our studios. The Denver kitchen has a kind of a prop stove that is really popular among our clients. If anybody's interested in more examples of any of this, put a pin in it and I can share more. Bathroom setup. So we do have you know, a bunch of different types of countertops as well as different backdrops to use. We have a lot of bidet clients, so we do have a toilet. If anyone wants to shoot with a toilet, we have one. And then each studio has a really beautiful living room, so lots of opportunity there with lifestyle scenes. And the latest at soona at the moment is our spring trend sets. So every single season, we launch different trend sets so that our clients don't have to worry about sending us props. We provide them through these trend sets. So for instance, around the holidays, we had 12 holiday scenes that people could pick from, and a really easy plug and play for our clients of, you know, don't worry about sending us like ribbons and gift wrapping and all of that. We had a bunch of options for our clients. Spring is here, so we have a bunch of beautiful spring props that our clients are able to take advantage of without paying for styling. That's one of the biggest things about our trend sets, is that styling is included in these. Okay, so I'll show a little bit more on our inspiration page of how you can self-navigate to see what's possible at soona, but tons of questions about how our virtual shoot works. Do you zoom in? Is it a chat? How does it work? And the way that it works is that every time we take a photo or video clip, it appears live in your soona dashboard to chat with your crew, say, yes, I love the purple backdrop. I want to move the lipstick to the left, whatever it might be. So you can see your photos in real time, collaborate and chat with your feedback. So we do have a built-in chat with our platform. Every single shoot starts with a kickoff call. You align with your crew and say, this is what I'm looking to walk away with. And then throughout your shoot, you can add hearts to your favorites, organize your content. You can build GIFs, all kinds of stuff. I'll show you in the platform here in a minute. And everything is a la carte, like I said. So you're able to order immediately and then get those edits in 24 hours. So one of the biggest differences with soona is our cadence. So as a fast casual content studio, we move really quickly. Our biggest goal is to get you a nice set of diverse content to be able to shop from, maybe now, and then even to come back. So your content's going to stay in that virtual dashboard forever to come back and shop. Huge use case for our clients. Oh, I'm in a content pinch. What am I going to do for Easter? Oh, I happen to have a really colorful scene in my gallery from my last soona shoot. I'll go ahead and buy that and get it tomorrow. One other thing I wanted to mention was we actually just launched our beta subscription program. So people are able to store their products with us, which allows them to get really fast access to the schedule. So our members also get perks such as exclusive trend sets. We're about to send out an email today that our members are getting an exclusive Easter set. So we have 2 scenes that are members only. Members are the first to know about our new features, and the cost is $39 a month. So really, really simple. Our clients love it for their real-time content creation needs. Like I said, we have fun perks. Last month, our members got a free hand model for 1 booking. So fun things happening. And our members, you know, people really have soona in their toolkits at this point. So when they're able to just store their stuff with soona, and if, you know, if they need to send us new products, they can send them to us and we'll store those as well. Okay, so that's kind of the snapshot on soona. Let me hop over to our platform and show you around a little bit. You can see my screen, right? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So this is my profile dashboard. So some of these things are some internal things of, you know, my crew assignments and tools of how we organize our clients, but this is exactly what your dashboard would look like. So what you can see here is any previous bookings. I'll go ahead and just click into this one that I did in our Denver studio a few weeks ago. So you can see here in this gallery, every single time we took a photo of this beautiful toaster, it appeared live in my gallery that I could favorite it. Our staff can staff pick it. I can add it to my cart. And every time we take one of these, I'm able to comment on it. So let's just say that I wanted this exact angle, but on blue, I could add that as a comment and my crew would see that immediately. So this is our live chat. And you can see here that basically it tells you in real time anything that's happening on the shoot. So very common for our clients to kind of multitask their shoots as well. You know, once you have a good soona, an experience under your belt, people are really able to kind of set it and forget it and just say, hey, yes, I approve that one. Let's move on.
So Laura, just like to clarify,
Yeah.
like if you're not in a location, if you don't live in a city that has a soona location, obviously you're not going to be there for the shoot. Do you need to be available though, like during the time to like do these approvals?
Yeah, great question. We ask that, especially for your first shoot, we do ask that you join. It's not required. But we really operate outside of the world of reshoots because we do invite our clients to come into that shoot.
Yeah.
But we work with your schedule. So our shoots are only 2 hours or 4 hours long. So and if you only need, up to 5 assets, we move quickly enough to where your shoot's only an hour long. So we'll work with you on the schedule. If you have a shot list with 10 shots, we'll probably, depending on the type of content, we'll schedule about a 2-hour shoot and we'll make sure that it works for you to join.
Cool.
Yeah, great question. A lot of our clients, like I said, they kind of once they get to know soona and we know their brand a little bit more, we're able to multitask and kind of use their soona shoots kind of happening in the background while they're doing other stuff. So yeah, so this is a shoot that I actually attended in person, but there are shoots that I actually can show you another one that I actually directed with our Minneapolis location, where I was actually virtual and chatting my feedback to the soona crew as I would if I were a client. So this is one that I did virtually. One thing I wanted to show you was our GIF builder. So we're able to build GIFs out of up to 4 photos, and you can check those out in real time. Okay, Angela's asking, do you have a pre-shoot meeting to determine the expectations from the business owner? Great question. So we ask that you fill out your booking details and basically drop in any shoot goals or mood boards and anything like that within your booking details, and then fill out a shot list before your shoot so that we know exactly what it is you're looking for. One of the areas that we have streamlined at soona is pre-production or pre-shoot calls. So your photo shoot will start with a kickoff with the soona crew, but we've streamlined that area of the process. So if you do have any questions, obviously you can chat and email us those, and then we'll kick off your shoot with the actual crew to nail down any other expectations. Good question. Okay, so I was kind of poking around the platform. Does anyone have any other questions about kind of how our platform works? I can kind of show you our checkout here. We do have editing add-ons available. So let's say if I wanted to change this background color to be blue or something like that, I could add that as an add-on if I wanted my skin smoothed. If you have a product that you'd like to create a pattern out of, that's another add-on we have. And let's just say you send us a product and it might have got bent or damaged or something, or you wanted to tweak a color on something, we do have a Photoshop add-on. So if there's anything kind of extra, our standard editing is color correction or crop. We would never deliver anything that we wouldn't post on our own website or channels. So we make sure it looks good for you. But if there was anything additional that you wanted, you can always add it on. And who wants to go through the booking flow? I think this is a lot of aha moments here. So when you go to soona website, you can poke around our inspo page, you can poke around all over the place. When you're ready and you know exactly what it is that you're wanting to create, let's just use Angela's example. Let's pretend you're wanting to book a shoot with a model. So I would go ahead and click online, photo or video. So $39 photos, let's do that. Okay, what type of photos? So let's do some lifestyle. I'll just show you spring trend sets so you can check those out as well. So these are the spring scenes that we have to offer. So let's just say we wanted a model in front of this like astroturf, maybe using these flowers. How many images do you need? So this is going to tell us how much your model cost or styling cost is going to be. So if a client's looking for 15 plus scenes, then we know that we need to allocate more time for the shoot. So that is how we do our pro service pricing. So let's just say you needed 5 to 15. This is when you would select your pro services. So Angela, this is where you would pick your model. Well, you would pick a model. We'd send you the directory later. Let's say model and styling. So basically what this would cover would be up to 15 scenes with a model and up to 15 scenes with a stylist. Just kind of click through this. So this, Angela, is where you would provide your shoot goals. Welcome back. Okay, so the only thing that you would pay down would be your first photo. This $39 goes right toward your first photo, and then the model and styling. So this routed me to the Minneapolis location, which is great. If you needed to change your shipping location, let's just say you wanted that Denver kitchen or something like that, you're able to do so here. And then basically once you pay, you would get routed to your booking details page where you'd get your shipping address. You could fill out your shot list, and once you book and ship us your product, you're kind of done for a little bit until your shoot time. Any questions on booking? Does that make sense? All right.
It's pretty easy.
Yes, very easy. And I'll go over, we'll kind of do a little bit of content strategy workshop. Yes, Drea, subscription service. So our subscription includes product storage. So we'll hang on to your product. What we can guarantee is access to the schedule within 3 days. So let's just say I am a member and I made this booking. I know that you guys already have I know that soona already has my product. So I would be able to get on the schedule within a few days. Our subscribers also have members only perks like early access to our spring trend sets. We have exclusive Easter scenes that our members are able to take advantage of. Last month, they got a free hand model. So we're kind of rolling out new perks every single month for our members. And Angela, you have a question.
I do. So, hi. So my question is, with this, so in this example here, the $497 would include the first photo, but of the 5 to 15 that you take, if I want additional photos, it's an additional $39.
Correct. So you're exactly right. So back to this example of my booking of these. So basically I paid $39 down. So this first photo that I want to purchase would be included. So that would basically be a $0 checkout. And then any additional would be $39 each.
Okay, but they stay in your cart, or they stay in your file
forever.
In case you want to. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that way, and that's incredibly common, right? Like you buy what you need for now, and then come back later for more. And sometimes people will kind of, be really efficient with the way that they use their soona shoots. So people are shooting quarterly so that they take care of all of their holidays or something, like while they've paid for that stylist or paid for that model to be there, we can knock out a bunch of different stuff during that so that you can come back and continue to shop later for those seasonal content needs and things like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just used to getting getting a slew of content at once and then kind of using it over the time. But I guess if it really comes down to it, I probably only use 1 or 2 initially, and then come back, to use the other ones.
Right.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. Another question, is there bulk pricing? We don't offer bulk pricing at the moment. Everything is a la carte. We do have checkout deals that we're running. So for instance, one that we're doing for March is for every, if you check out within the same day with $500 or more, you get a free gift for $93. So our clients have been loving that, taking advantage of that. So we do have some basically like order promos. Another thing that we're running right now, which Saltbox has, basically has this same offer, is that from now until the end of March, if you book with our spring trend sets, our new clients get an extra photo free. So we're kind of running a BOGO for new clients for our spring trend sets. So we have different discounts that they'll be offering from time to time, but we don't offer bulk pricing at the moment. Okay, I wanted to show you a page on one of my favorite pages on the website, which is our inspiration page. What we've done here is gather kind of category specific inspo. So definitely poke around here. This will get your ideas going for what it is that you would like to create. Our Instagram is another really good resource for seeing what's possible and kind of navigating through of, you know, what's your product and how have we shot it before. So that's a great page. And then just for fun, I was just telling Leslie about her, we actually did a bunch of this Golf Kicks. It's a local Denver brand. And we did some A+ and brand storytelling content in tandem with an agency. So, you know, think about the soona content can also be repurposed in a ton of different ways. So, you know, when you get that, let's just say you buy a $39 photo of these shoes, you get a full resolution JPEG and a web ready version, and you can use your photos in perpetuity. So you can use them on social, you can print them out, it can anywhere. So keep that in mind as you're thinking through, you know, your one photo for social can also serve as your website banner image. It can serve as your Amazon promo photo. But this was a really successful, actually, this is whoa. Wait
Hey,
till I sound
Laura,
off here.
is there
Yes.
a standard length for the videos?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, great question. So the 93 includes one angle and we roll up to 2 minutes. So let's see, for example, this video of this hand model, this would be $193 clip. So this is actually the client's hands, so we didn't need to have a hand model. But if you did, that would be an additional $199. But that, again, remember those pro service fees are a one-time fee. So that was a $93 clip right there. The pro services are a one-time fee that can't be applied to that a la carte pricing, but you would pay for that hand model one time and then each clip would be 93. So we'll roll up to 2 minutes. So for, let's just say, Angela, you hired a model and she, let's say somebody walking in the frame, turning and walking out, think of that as $193 clip. If you wanted to do like a customer testimonial or something, they can speak up to 2 minutes long.
Cool.
Yes. Okay, let me hop back right into this kind of exercise here. Does anyone have any other process questions? Because now I'll move into kind of how to identify the types of content you need. Cool. And then we can dig into kind of some more soona stuff here in a minute. Okay, so how do you identify your content gaps? This is our number one question. Where do I begin? What do I need? How, you know, can soona help me figure it out? And of course we can. So one of my favorite exercises to do is thinking about your dream customer landing on your website. Is your website ready for your dream customer's eyes? Are you telling the story that you want to tell? Does your homepage inspire somebody to take action? Does it represent the experience, the product, and the lifestyle? So is it encompassing all of those things? And of course, one of my favorite questions, is your content experience consistent across all of your channels? Is it consistent from your social to your website, to your Amazon page, to any other ways that you're talking to your customers? This is one of the biggest things that people are really able to solve really quickly with soona. So now thinking about where you want to be. So soona is that next step to bring your content dreams to life. So if you only have, you know, product on white imagery and you're looking to get into lifestyle, or you've never shot anything with a model before, this is the name of the game for us. We really want to make it successful and accessible for our customers. So a couple case studies. One of our clients, Wild Earth, has done a ton of different lifestyle product shots with us, video, stop motions, all kinds of stuff. And they've been able to launch new paid platforms really affordably. So they've been able to test, we did a bunch of gifts for them where they were able to test basically like different colors and things like that without having to pay buku bucks for those assets. Tico, another, this is actually a local Denver client as well. We've basically created a bunch of colorful content to help storytell on their website. So they, you know, of course, join their virtual shoots. They're a part of the experience. They love our 24-hour turnaround, and huge difference between the type of content they were creating before on their phones to now what they've affordably been able to create with soona. Okay, now for the fun stuff, the Saltbox member perks. So all Saltbox members are going to get their first photo free. Use the coupon code Saltbox in booking. So on that final confirmation page that I just showed you on booking, you're able to use the code Saltbox. It waives that $39 deposit. Another limited time offer that we would love to offer to Saltbox is booking with the code Saltbox Spring by the end of March, and you'll get $40 off any pro services. Now, these offers can't be combined on the same booking, but you could, for instance, use this pro service one by the end of March and then use your Saltbox free photo later. So these are the two perks that we have for Saltbox at the moment. As Leslie mentioned, we're hoping to form a larger partnership. Just makes a lot of sense with the type of things that Saltbox and soona both offers. So definitely I'll send these, I can send these over in an email as well. But we would love to have you in, especially with pro services, you know, to use that $40 off to get a hand model or a model or a stylist for the first time, and really make the most of your first soona experience. So thinking about your next steps. So I really encourage you to poke around the soona menu and inspo page to see what's possible within your brand and your category and the type of creative that is possible. And then it's as easy as creating your booking and shipping us your products. So I'd love for, if anybody has specifics, you can email me directly, laura@soona.co. You can also chat our team right on soona.co with our quick chat. I'd love to talk through your projects. And basically, you know, sometimes people are, before they make their first booking, they're like, okay, let me just make sure I'm booking the right thing, send it my way. And I'll make sure that you are set up for success.
Great. And I'll make sure to share the code and everything with our community in Slack as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to answer any other specifics if people have, you know, do I need a stylist, or, you know, if anyone has any kind of project specific questions, I'm happy to stick around.
Awesome. Angela, let me unmute you, and there you go.
It's me again.
Angela, we're getting to know each other so well.
I know. Hey, Laura, girl, how you doing? So my question is about, so my products come in different colorways. And typically what I've done is I've done a photo shoot with a particular, you know, I've done a photo shoot and I've decided a particular image was the one that I wanted to use for, let's say, the bedding. So then I had I had it photoshopped so that the color, you know, I could change the colorway of the actual product. And I saw that you had Photoshop it for $9. Is that an option
Yep.
to say, okay, I want to see this same sheet set in blue? Okay, great. All right.
It is. Yeah, that's the exact reason that's a great use case for our add-ons. So yep, we've been able to successfully do it with, I would say, 99% of products. There were certain products that had reflections and things that are a little trickier to do that on, but for the most part, we were able to do colorway changes very easily.
Okay, awesome. And you had mentioned that you could store your products there, but what about like so for mine, I sell a duvet, so it's going to require an insert, and you know, so all of that stuff, is that something that I would send along with, or is that part of the bedding setup that you had? I see you had some, you know, you had a duvet or a comforter on the bed already.
Yes.
Okay.
And that was actually the client's product. So we would ask, that's the exact thing that we would ask, that you would send that over to us.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So the subscription includes a 20 by 20 box. And basically, if you need another box, it's an additional $39. So if we were storing things month over month, and remember that we can also, you can cancel anytime with our subscription. So we have had people with larger products send us, you know, we store it for just a couple months while you get through some of your content needs, and then we can either ship it back or donate, discard your product. Great. Okay, Alex, anything else? Yeah.
Did you see Alex's question?
I did. Yes, I can speak to this very well as the customer loyalty lead. I talk a lot with customers with hesitations of why to book, or how to use soona. What's the catch is something that a lot of people will ask us. I think the biggest thing to know, I think a lot of the hesitation is, I'm going to send my product and then what's going to happen? You know, how much involvement do I need to have? So the biggest thing that I tell brands is to really find the soona sweet spot. So we're not here to replace all styles of commercial production. There is a time and a place for large campaign shoots with a creative director and a stylist and a pre-pro call and prop stylist call and all of that. That is the exact area we're trying to streamline. So I really encourage you to poke around the website and see what's possible within that $39 price point. So I think one of the biggest hesitations is, and this kind of is a hesitation in commercial production in general, is, are they going to throw things over the fence that I'm not going to like? And is this going to be a waste of money? That is the barrier that we have tried to eliminate with the virtual shoot. So I would say, Alex, definitely make sure that when you're reviewing, let's just say, I don't know what your product is, but if it was something that you wanted to show it with a prop, poke around our props page, and which I can send a link to. Anything that you see in content, we ask that you send us. You can also, of course, get our Prop Shopping Pro service, and we can pick up fresh ingredients or flowers and things like that. But I think that's one of the biggest hangups is that, or one of the biggest hesitations is, I don't really know what I should send them. We ask to send us everything. If you want to see something in your content and you don't see it on our props directory, send it over to us so that that photographer is set up for success to really bring your scene to life. So I think that the key to a successful shoot is not trying to retrofit commercial production ideas, something that you saw on Instagram or something from a bigger brand, not trying to retrofit that idea into Soona, but let us, during your virtual shoot, show you something that's really original for your brand. I don't know if that answered Alex's hesitation, but Alex, I think you should book with your free saltbox photo.
She's actually our member at the Upper West Side location in Atlanta, but it's good for her to know, because then if people come to her and they're asking her questions about how it works, she can, now kind of speak intelligently about it,
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, for apparel shoots, we'll be able to choose. Oh yeah, so that's something I didn't even hit on. Let me show you guys our model directory. So I'll just start with Minneapolis for fun. So after you book with a model, you are able to basically, our studio manager will follow up and say, thanks for booking with a model. Let us know your top 3 choices. So one of the coolest parts of Soona is that our model directory is real people local to our studios. So these are all people that are not represented. They're real people. This is very important to Soona. It's very important to us to showcase real people. And also to, one of the biggest pain points in content and commercial production is talent. Trying to book talent, negotiating terms. So we make it really easy with a click, and anything that these people are in, you can use in perpetuity. So you're able to pick through a directory of a bunch of different models to be able to match your brand. Let's say you were looking for something more specific that wasn't in our directory. You, of course, are welcome to book with a local talent agency as well.
And then they would just go to the shoot?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And they'll coordinate them, and the talent agencies are very used to it. They just coordinate that model and say, show up at 2:00 wearing this, and they will. That is where, though, you get into some strange usage terms. You can only use them for X amount of time, or only on web, or something like that. So that's kind of the biggest barrier that we were trying to eliminate here.
Cool.
What else? That might be all she wrote. We have a great FAQs page as well. And then, of course, I think we offer live chat. So if you have questions that come up across your booking, you can chat us. We'll answer right away on our website. And then you can also shoot me an email with any specific questions about your booking. But the point of it is to be really self-serve. We know that there's complexities to products and things like that we're able to talk through right at the beginning of that kickoff. But the idea here is, put everything in the platform, set the team up for success that's doing your shoot. The more detail, the better. The more inspo images, the better. And then you'll set yourself up for a really successful shoot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you one other thing, and I've forgotten. Is the FAQ just on the website?
Yep, soona.co/FAQ, which I can link out to you, Leslie. Yep.
Cool. Well, any other?
Look at this.
Oh, great.
FAQs. Sorry.
Oh,
don't have the answers for you.
Of course, when I asked to see it, Okay, cool. Well, yeah, if any other questions come up, we'll make sure that everyone has your contact info. And thanks again. We will be in touch. Best of luck to everybody.
Yes, we can't wait to have everybody in. It'll be fun.
Yay. Sounds great.
Okay,
Everyone
thanks,
have a
Leslie.
great afternoon. I'll share this recording out with everybody.
Thanks. Bye-bye.